Hi, my name is Suzi and I used to weigh 17.5 stone. This is a photo of me at my largest. As you can see, I'm no longer that weight and I intend to make a video diary of the last part of my weight loss journey. So, what's my story? All of us have weight loss stories, all of us who struggle with our weight anyway. Well, when I was 17.5 stone, I was working as a trade unionist. I'm a nurse by background, and I really enjoyed my work, but it was very stressful, very full on. There weren't enough of us to go around for all the problems that were going on. It was during the time when there was a lot of redundancies happening in the NHS, very new to us. And basically, to cut a long story short, I ended up going off sick long term with a mental health problem, was diagnosed with depression, and subsequently struggled to get myself back to work because of some issues with the organisation that I worked for, and ultimately took the decision that it really wasn't a good thing to put myself back in that unhealthy work environment, and resigned and successfully took them to an employment tribunal for constructive unfair dismissal, and reassessed my life at that time. During the time that I was off sick, I actually decided that one of the things that I could control, having lost control of my work situation, was my weight. And I discovered a company called Life, who specialised in very low calorie diets. So I spent 3 months doing one of their programs and successfully lost 3.5 stone. I was really happy with that because when you have a lot of weight to lose, it can seem quite daunting really. And although I'd previously done Weight Watchers and Slimming World, it just was too slow for me. I just did not have the patience to sort of stick with those systems. So anyway, I'd lost the 3.5 stone with Life, but at the time I wanted to reintroduce conventional food to my life and slow down the weight loss somewhat because I was starting to feel a bit more comfortable. At that time, Life didn't do any with food programs, so I did a bit of research and found something called the Cambridge Weight Plan. I started with my counsellor over in Exeter. I'm currently living in Tiverton in Devon, and lost another 3 stone with my consultant, and got myself down to 11 stone, was a size 12, much happier with my body. Never quite got to my target because originally I'd planned to go down to 10 stone, but hey ho, you know, I was comfortable where I was and just thought that I didn't need to do any more at that point. I'd also, during this period of time, resigned from my job and had taken the decision that I would quite like to be a Cambridge consultant. So I trained to be a consultant and qualified in 2008. Hard to believe sometimes that's 7 years ago now. I also decided I wanted to do a couple of other things. I started a course to be a life coach, and I'm now a fully qualified life coach. And although I don't do pure life coaching anymore, I use the skills that I developed on that course every day in my Cambridge consulting. I also had heard about ladies having their colours done and getting style and sort of fashion advice. And one of the things I struggled with my new weight was how to dress my new body shape. So I decided that I'd quite like to help my clients with that side of things as well. So I trundled off to Colour Me Beautiful, and I trained to be a colour consultant, image consultant. I have now done the training for both colour advice and also style. So I can give sort of Trini and Susanna or Gok Wan type advice to ladies and gents to a certain degree, although I never did do the training for the gentleman's colour course, but the same principles apply. And the idea was that my business would be about transforming whole people rather than just focusing on the weight loss, looking at the psychological side of weight loss, because I'm a huge believer in the fact that most of my clients know what they should be doing in terms of diet and exercise, but it's actually putting those things into practice that they struggle with. Um, um, a lot of my clients have emotional issues with food. I, for instance, am a comfort eater, and several of my clients do struggle with using food to tackle their emotions, really. So it just felt right that all of these things would come together and allow me to transform people and allow them to make their lives better, really, in the way that I'd already made my life better to a certain degree. So anyway, I've successfully maintained my new 11 stone weight for 18 months. Never did revisit my weight loss journey to go down to the 10 stone. That was my original goal, but I was okay. Until, that is, I had a chronic back problem. Well, I've always had a chronic back problem. I had two previous back surgeries, but at that time it was under control and I was able to exercise. I played tennis, I did taekwondo, I went on long walks with my husband and enjoyed the level of mobility that I had. But all that changed and I ended up having to use a wheelchair for anything more than very short distances. So consequently my exercise levels went down significantly, but I very sillily did not adjust my portion sizes to go along with this. So no surprises, 3.5 stone later, I had regained half of the weight that I had successfully lost and kept off. Um, yeah, my clients were happy because they sort of said, well, it's quite nice having somebody who struggles with weight issues as well. But really, in my heart of hearts, I didn't feel very comfortable with that because, who would go to a weight loss consultant who actually still had issues with their weight and wasn't demonstrating a good, healthy body weight to their clients? But I trundled along like that, and I now see that I wasn't doing my clients any favours. I was basically being too nice to them because I was afraid of them challenging me and saying, well, who are you to tell me how to lose weight when you still have weight issues yourself? So I played around with the diet. I decided around about April this year that I'd go back on Cambridge and I'd do it, but I really didn't do it 100%. I lost some weight, and I found myself at the beginning of June at the 13 stone 5.5 pounds mark. So I'd lost some of what I'd regained, but I still was really just playing around. All that changed when I met a guy called Lawrence Brown. Lawrence Brown is another Cambridge consultant. In fact, he's our top Cambridge consultant. And he came to talk to a group of us consultants from Devon and Cornwall. And his method is radically different from the way that I've been doing my consulting, but it made sense. And he inspired me to start to do the Cambridge Weight Plan properly and really step up and take the decision to go further than I'd ever planned to go and go all the way down to 9.5 stone with a view to maintaining between 9.5 and 10.5. I'm a bit of a shorty. I'm only 5'4", and that currently is my goal, to get myself down to 9.5 stone. So I thought it would be a good idea to actually get more involved with YouTube and videos and social media, because that's something that he's used quite successfully in his business. And I'm currently doing my very first video. I've made a couple of mistakes along the way, but I'm going to live with those. Hopefully I'll get better as I go through. And the idea is that I'll take you with me and show you a little bit about what the Cambridge Weight Plan is and how you do it, and also give you some tips and tricks on weight loss in general, and generally just share where I am and where I'm going with you. I'm also planning to do a couple of other things. I want to do short videos with some colour and style advice for those of you who'd be interested, with a particular slant towards weight loss, and I will be making that video very shortly and posting it on my channel. And also I'm doing something called a 100-day challenge, which is basically a 100-day challenge. And it's all about addressing your mindset towards weight and weight loss. It's something that Lawrence runs in conjunction with another life coach, Stephen. And if you want to check out my video diary of what that's all about, then that one will be coming shortly as well. So quite a lot going on in my life at the moment. But I'm hoping that I will turn myself into a very good role model for my clients, share some advice and help to those of you who want to undertake your own weight loss journey. And if any of you are currently near Tiverton in Devon and want to find out more about the Cambridge Weight Plan right now, then please don't hesitate to contact me. My IT director, aka my daughter, is going to be posting some links and things that you can use to find out further information. I will be covering what the Cambridge Weight Plan is in much more detail in future videos, but today I just wanted to introduce myself to you and tell you a little bit about what's happening on my videos, both now and in the future. If you really can't wait to find out about what this Cambridge Weight Plan thing is all about, then I can highly recommend Lawrence Brown's videos. He has a YouTube account, and his videos are under the Dual Dynamics banner because that's the name of his consulting practice. So feel free to go and check out Lawrence's videos to find out a bit more, and I hope you've enjoyed what I've said so far, and that you'll join me at future points in my weight loss journey. Thank you for listening, and bye for now.